There are tons of great areas in Genshin. While some of these areas are quite nice, others are basically outright abandoned. I'm going to show you a few locations at the top of my head in each region that I think are not visited very often by many people. I'll also talk about the specific area a little bit in detail. Also, if there's an area I did not mention, feel free to share other locations down in the comments below. First, Mondstadt areas. Starting off is where it all started off, the starting area. Nothing too special here in terms of appearance, but this place is precious to all of us because it's where Genshin started. This is a relatively simple shoreline area surrounded by cliffs, which I believe will be even more nostalgic as Genshin ages. Personally, I have not been here in a long time because gameplay-wise, there's just not much going on here, but it is a very nostalgic place. The Dragon Swine Cave is the next location. This area is involved in the nail quest to access the top of Dragon Spine. There are also a few chests that you can get down here. In terms of gameplay, there's no real reason to return here, but it does look really cool. This was also one of the first areas introduced into the game with an underground area. I guess Hoyoverse took inspiration from this and decided to create Sumeru and the underground desert, which we've all grown to hate. Okay, the last area in Mondstadt is the edge of Cape Oath. When you unlock the Musk Reef Abyss portal, there's really no reason to come back here. The only reason most people come back here is to do that one Mondstadt commission that requires you to clear out some enemies. But other than that, this general area is quite dead and nothing else goes on here. I actually don't remember if an event has ever involved this area. If it has, somebody let me know in the comments. Okay, on to Liyue. The first area is the cave in Xingqiu village. There's a quest here associated with this area, and if I recall correctly, you had to fight a ruin guard. Once that was done, you were able to open a few chests that were located deeper within the cave. Also, if they open up the area between Mondstadt and Liyue, I wonder if this area will serve as a connection between the two areas. Since Hoyoverse loves underground areas, they'll probably find some way to utilize this place. Next area is the underground place in Saltire. So I genuinely don't remember the last time I've been down here, but if I remember correctly, Zhongli's Act 1 story quest takes place here. There are also local specialties and some slimes down here to annoy you, but other than that, there's nothing too interesting. It is one of the older areas in the game. Next is the Toyjoy Slope underground area. Also on a side note, my apologies for my pronunciation if you're a native Chinese speaker. I'm Chinese American myself, but I did not really speak Chinese growing up, so my Chinese pronunciation is atrocious. Anyway, to access this area, you have to collect Geoculus and upgrade the Liyue statue and collect some stones. You use these stones to insert them into the nearby pillars, and then the door will be unlocked. I do remember you gain a 5-star Noblesse artifact once you've finished. And once you've claimed the rewards down here, there's nothing down here to return for. So the last area in Liyue is this small island. I don't know the name of this area, but there's a hidden chest here. If you and a co-op member stand in the heart together, a luxurious chest will pop up. A lot of people already know this, but if you didn't, there you go. Also, this is Hoyoverse's way of saying no chest for you if you have no friends. Sad days. Okay, and now, on to Inazuma. The first area is the underground part of Araumi on Narukami Island. This place is just for doing a Sakura cleansing if I remember correctly, as well as serving as an entrance to the perpetual mechanical array before unlocking the waypoint. Besides a few chests, there's not much going on here. There's also a really annoying cube puzzle that I definitely did not look up the solution for. Next is the Hilichurl village in Sarai Island. This place has a one-time chest that you can get once you cleared out the camp. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I've been here. This place also reminds me of a Hilichurl camp in the Golden Apple Archipelago. But yeah, besides that chest, there's nothing too interesting going on here. I don't think this place is visited very often. Next is the underground areas of Sarumi Island. Not only do you have to do the quest to access this area, it's also just hard to navigate. I think a lot of people also dislike Sarumi Island in general and just don't want to explore it. While I personally like this place a lot, it does make sense. The fog is very annoying when completing the quests. To my knowledge, it's also completely optional to do Sarumi Island, so a handful of people skip out on it completely. And lastly, the Bishop Research Lab in Enkanomiya. If you saw my video about the most abandoned location in all of Genshin, I believe this is the place. Some people don't even know that this place exists. As for what's in this area, there is a one-time quest involving some totem puzzles and beating up a lizard. There's also a seal puzzle and a time mechanism puzzle. Once you're finished with that, there is really nothing else here except a few mints and mushrooms. So not a very interesting place, but hey, if you need mints and mushrooms, this is the place to go. So when was the last time you've been to those places? Obviously there are more places that are not visited by a lot of people, and I also didn't mention anywhere from Sumeru because Sumeru is fairly new, but I feel like in the future there will be a lot of places from Sumeru that people won't go to. If I had to pick one area at the top of my head in Sumeru, it would probably be Apam Woods. I don't really find myself going there, especially after doing the Aranara quest. I guess you could go there for Rukashava mushrooms, but I don't need them, so I guess I just don't have a reason to go back there. But yeah, that basically sums up this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.